Welcome to this video tutorial on UI containers in Godot. My name is Matthew. Let's go ahead and get started. So these scrolling backgrounds are really good if you have anything like a side scroller or a kind of move and dodge game. So to begin, we do need to start with adding another node, and the node that we are looking for is a parallax background. So it's right here. Go ahead and click on that to add it. And before we do anything to it, we are going to add another child node to that parallax background, which, as you can see, is called a parallax layer. And this layer is what's actually going to be holding our image, which I have actually provided for you. It is here in the file system, this bg.png, so go ahead and drag it over. Then you'll want to go ahead and just resize it to whatever your game window is, which is normally designated by the orange, blue, and green line you see me trying to fit it to here. So once you have that, there's not a whole lot more that we need to do with the image itself. So we can head over and click on the parallax layer. Specifically head into the motion tab, and we want to change the mirroring option. And watch what happens when I set it to 1000. You can see that it duplicates it, which indicates that it is ready to start duplicating itself whenever the game is playing. So this will run infinitely. However, to make it scroll, we actually have to add a script. So I'm going ahead and doing that now, and I'll keep everything by default. There's no need to change it. So in here, we don't need any of this, but what we do need is a new variable. And I'm going to zoom in real quick. And the variable that we need, I'll type in export float, and the export just makes it so that we can see it from the inspector. And I'll call my variable scrolling speed and default to 200.0. And red line, let's see. Oh, I spelled export wrong. So make sure you spell export correctly, and we can move on. So now what we want to do is define our function underscore process delta. And this is the function that gets called every frame. So if our game is 60 frames per second, it's running 60 times a second. And what we're going to do in here is basically just tell it to set the scroll offset, which is where the parallax layer is going to determine where to start duplicating our image, specifically the X position here. Oops, spelled offset wrong. And I'll minus equals the scrolling speed times delta. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'll change the name from parallax background to just background to make it easier. Hit save. And head back into my game view. Undo the full screen. And here you can see what happens when we export a variable. So if I want to change it there, I could. But playing it, we can see our game. And all it is, it's our background image just scrolling infinitely. This will just keep going. So again, this is really helpful for if you have anything like a side scroller.